Hey everyone, it's Epoch here, and welcome to my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan the Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme is a gun cover, so any covers that you have in your personal comic book collection that feature guns. I had a bit of trouble with this one, not necessarily because I didn't have enough books with guns. Actually, I had loads and loads of books with guns, but it was the same problem I had with the sword challenge. I had too many books with the theme, so too many books that featured guns on them. So what I decided to do for my entry was to narrow that down a bit. So I removed anything like laser guns or kind of like space age kind of guns or anything like that, just kind of traditional guns. And then I decided to narrow it down further by only by making like a sub theme of girls with guns. So I've picked out 10 covers from my personal comic book collection that feature girls and guns. So let's take a look. First up this week is Iron Man number 203. Here we have two characters featuring guns on the cover. I have this person whose name I forget right now, and then Madam Mask here, who's a villain I like, with a gun there, and it's like one of these women is going to kill Iron Man. So it's you have to read the story to find out who takes the shot. But it's just a kind of cool one to start us off with Madam Mask here with this kind of big giant handgun and this character here with the gun as well. So that's Iron Man number 203. In ninth place this week is Ghost number 18. Now, pretty much every cover in this volume of Ghost features guns on it, so I've decided to go with this one, where we have Ghost here kind of wielding our two pistols, but we also have barbed wire here, or kind of zooming past on a motorcycle, blasting her gun as well. So it's kind of like three guns there across the two characters. So it's just a kind of cool one. Ghost, of course, guns are our weapon of choice, so it makes sense that there's guns on most of our covers. And I think this is just a cool one to feature the guns. So that's Ghost number 18. And speaking of barbed wire, we have Comics Greatest World number 1, which is of course the first appearance of barbed wire. Here we have her here in this kind of cool pink outfit. Kind of with her bike there in the background, but she's kind of blasting this kind of automatic weapon here. His gun kind of reminds me of an Uzi a bit, which is kind of the henchman weapon of choice in the 80s action films. But it's just a cool cover here with kind of barbed wire standing there, looking strong, blasting off this gun here. So that's Comics Greatest World number 1. And at number 7 this week, we have Black Widow number 1, which I believe is Black Widow's 8th volume. And here we just have a cool cover of Black Widow, kind of a classic looking Black Widow, just shooting these two handguns at the enemies that are surrounding her. So yeah, Black Widow, again, one of the many weapons of choice for her is guns. And here she is using them effectively, just to kind of blasting away, shooting away at different folk who are out to get her. So just a really cool Black Widow cover. So that's Black Widow number 1. Next up this week is Cherish number 2, and Cherish is quite a recent character in a recent book that was put out by Dynamite, which I quite enjoyed. There's only been 5 issues so far. I'm not sure if they're going to do any more, but it's just a really cool book. And here we have on the cover Cherish, the lead character, kind of firing away at the person viewing the cover with two weapons there. I guess a regular handgun and I guess what looks like an automatic gun as well. And she's just firing away, and you can see all the gunfire there, which is cool. And Cherish, like I say, cool character that I quite enjoyed, of kind of a recent character. So that's Cherish number 2. In 5th place this week is The Huntress number 6, which is a really cool cover. This is one of my favourite covers in this Huntress run. Here we have kind of Huntress here on her knees, kind of looking absolutely shocked. There's this unknown assailant is fired a gun at her, and you can see his hand here in the gun. So it's just, it's a really cool cover with the Huntress. Kind of taking out the moment there as someone's just taking a shot at her. So that's The Huntress number 6. And at number 4 this week, we have Domino number 2, which is a great cover by Greg Land. Like the Ghost series I mentioned earlier in the video, this Domino series, nearly every cover features guns, so it was just narrowing it down to which one I thought would look coolest for the video, and I think it's this one, Domino number 2, where she has these two kind of, or classic kind of traditional handguns in her hand that she uses quite often. But she's kind of surrounded by this array of weapons here, all these different kind of rifles and automatic weapons, and then a bunch of knives as well, which is just really cool. It's just really great Domino cover by Greg Land. So that's Domino number 2. Next up this week is Painkiller Jane number 4, which is a great cover by my favourite artist, Amanda Connor. I just really like this Pink Killer Jane cover. Right here we have her kind of a close up of her, all kind of battered and bruised, aiming this shotgun. You can tell that she's been firing it as the shells are kind of falling away as she shoots away. So I think it's just a really great shotgun cover, really great gun cover, and just a really great Painkiller Jane cover by the great Amanda Connor. So that's Painkiller Jane, number 4. In second place this week, we have Gun Honey Blood for Blood in number 1, which is the main cover by Adam Hughes. Artgerm did a great variant cover for this issue, which is one of my favourite Artgerm covers. But for this video, we're using the main cover by Adam Hughes. And here we have the character here with this, what looks like, I guess, a pump action shotgun, which is smoking, so it looks like it's been fired. It's just a really great Adam Hughes cover. He does a lot of great Good Girl covers. So this is one I wanted to feature. So that's Gun Honey Blood for Blood, number 1. And my number 1 pick this week is Bad Kitty, number 1. This is a book that I backed on Indiegogo last year. Dynamite do a lot of kind of exclusive campaigns, and this was a campaign they did. I'm not sure if they went ahead later on and released this Bad Kitty issue into stores, but I got it from Indiegogo. And this is the main cover, and it's just a really great gun cover. Here we have Bad Kitty here, just kind of making her way through this sewer, it looks like, with this kind of heavy duty assault rifle looking thing, which looks really cool. And of course the monsters are creeping behind her, but it's just a really great girl and gun cover. There was a lot of great covers on this campaign actually. I picked up a couple of them. I picked up this one and the Lisner one, but yeah, just a great cover featuring Bad Kitty and this kind of massive assault rifle here. So that's Bad Kitty, number 1. So that was my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan the Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme was, of course, gun covers, so any covers featuring guns. I didn't actually take part last week. I was so busy last week with work and stuff that I just didn't have time to do the masked challenge. But like I said, this week came back with the gun challenge. I really enjoyed doing this one and picking out some cool girls and gun covers. So like I say, of course, the theme of this week was gun covers. So if you'd like to take part, then just dive into your personal comic book collection and pick out 10 cool covers that feature guns that you think are really cool and you'd like to show off, and just make a video. And when you upload the video, if you use the hashtags #guncovers and #FridayComicChallenge, that way everyone that takes part in these challenges can click on those hashtags, check out your video, and see what cool covers that you're showing off. And you never know, we might see some cool stuff that we want to add to our own collections. And likewise, if you check out other people's videos, you might see some cool stuff you want to add to your collection as well. There are, of course, a lot more channels taking part now, which is really cool. So it's always awesome to see so many covers. Makes my want list grow exponentially, I think. But it's a fun challenge regardless each week. So I enjoy doing these, and I hope you enjoy doing them too. If you'd like to check out some of my previous entries into the comic book cover challenge, and please click on this playlist that's linked here at the side. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.